Hey guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to talk about the subject of paying it forward. What is that? That means that if somebody does a favor to you and maybe they do something really good, it's also important to pay things forward, to basically also do a favor to someone else so that we can create positivity in this world. Now, why is that important? Well, if you really think about it, we live in a very tough world. There's a lot of problems. There's wars, there's famine, there's poor people, there's rich people, there's people who are unemployed, there's a lot of illnesses, there's a lot of bad things. And sometimes life can be tough. So, what's important is that you want to be on the lookout for other human beings on this earth. Be they animals, be they friends, be they humans, be they little ants walking on the side of the street. You want to be, in general, I think, a good and positive person so that you don't destroy the earth and that you are able to do good things in this world, right? So, I think that no matter who we are, 99.9% of people, but even people who basically are not even good people or whatever, be they homeless or whatever, no matter what in life, even if you're a bad person or whatever, you are always gonna come face to face with someone somehow at some point that is going to help you out. I mean, if you think about it, if you get to be an adult, that means that somebody at some point had to care enough for you when you were a baby to at least nourish you and give you some food. Of course, it doesn't mean that it's just because you become an adult that your parents or whoever took care of you as a kid are good, because maybe they managed to feed you at some point, but maybe they gave you also a very traumatic childhood and maybe did a lot of bad things. That's another thing. But at some point, there's always some sort of kindness that arises. And usually what I found in my experience that is really interesting is that sometimes you think that it's going to be your closest friends or just your friends in general or just people that you work with or something similar that will help you out. But then in the end, oftentimes I've found that people who maybe you didn't know at all or you didn't expect would ever help you actually gave you a helping hand or give you a helping hand. So that's a very interesting thing, that not always is it the people who you would expect to help you that would actually step up, but sometimes it's the people that you least expect or that you don't know that would be, hey, cool, like, let me help you out, you know? And that's often proven because I think we have this thing in our head that is humane. I think no matter what, people can be tough, people can be really bad, people can do bad decisions, but in the end, I think that most people, deep down, they're not bad. They're not bad. I don't think so. I think it's circumstances that have made that people have become a certain way, unfortunately, because sometimes life is tough. But yeah, so that's why it's important that if you are sane, if you are healthy, if you are in a position where you might have a bit of extra money, then maybe you're able to give that kindness or give that amount of knowledge that you have or that energy that you have or that basically extra amount of money and just try to help out other people. And it's true when they say that basically with great power comes great responsibilities. it's not just a cliche from comic books or from movies and stuff like that. It literally is the truth that once you start getting a bit more power, and the thing is, it's not even much. It could just be that you have a steady job, steady income, steady place to live in, and at the same time you're able to share a bit of that wealth. And it could also be as simple as saying a hello to someone and just greeting them and maybe making their day, because you don't know what people are going through. Maybe they think you're an asshole for saying hello, but at the same time they may actually be very lonely, and the fact that you are able to say hello to them and acknowledge their existence kind of sometimes can change a person's day. And it doesn't have to be huge, like people always think because of movies sometimes that things need to be absolutely amazingly big in order to make a difference. But oftentimes it's the small things. But yeah, it's just about keeping that in mind. And you might be in a position where you can't pay it forward yet, and you might not even be able to pay back the people who have helped you in the past. But don't feel guilty about that, because I think life is about balance, and it's about finding that balance within your surroundings, within your life, within your happiness, your sadness, your friendships, your love interests, your career. And I think that if you can just do good, just do your best. You might have a bad day, you might snap at someone, you might not always be the most polite, but in general I think you have to try to do your best, because sometimes if you have negativity and you pass that on to someone else, then you might actually make their day bad, and that's something that maybe you shouldn't do, you know, because everybody wants it. And it's also okay if somebody is having their bad day, you try to say hi, and then if they're not having it, it's okay to back off and to actually maybe let them have that free time. And then once they do have it, then basically they might thank you for it later, because maybe they didn't even realize that you were actually helping them out at that moment. But yeah, basically all in all, I just want to say that it's important to be good, to treat everyone else the way that you'd like to be treated. Because if somebody, I don't know, if let's say you were to, for example, feel sick in the street and nobody was there to actually call an ambulance, or to at least like come and check on you and see if you're not gonna die or something, that's an extreme situation, of course, but it's kind of nice to see sometimes that kindness kind of comes from a stranger, and all we're asking is it's okay, or if you're not okay. And then on the other extreme, it's just simple saying hello to someone, because if you don't, sometimes people are in bad positions and they can't handle it, you know. So you just want to be positive, help out people, do the best you can, and then when you are in that position of power, you can also pay it forward, then pay it forward slowly or pay it forward big. You don't have to help for little kids to be a good person. You can do it from right here, just by simply, even if you're on a bus or something, just standing up and letting that person sit down, you know. But that's all I have to say. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.